Hello, I hope you can all hear me. It's a bit of a strange sensation. I'm just talking to a camera. I'm David James. I'll be able to see down here who you are, and I'm hoping we can do a bit of a chat later on. But for now, let's just get straight into the presentation. It's all about how to make videos more engaging. And what I'm going to focus on is a strategy rather than the tactics. Now, part of the reason I want to focus on strategy rather than tactics is, like Sun Tzu said all those years ago, strategy without tactics is the longest route to victory, but tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. So what do we mean by that? It means you can produce tactically, you can produce a really engaging video that lots of people like, lots of people share, lots of people comment on, but it doesn't deliver any business benefits to your business. And that's what we're really focusing on. So what we're going to be talking about today really is a communication strategy, a video communication strategy with the business objective, because all strategy has to start with an objective. We're in business, so it's a business objective. And that objective is to win more of the right type of clients. So this is part of an accounts-based marketing strategy. So account-based marketing means you focus all of your marketing on winning just the accounts you want to win. So you're not just going to put branding adverts all over the place, on banner adverts on Google or advertising magazines, unless it's there specifically to win particular accounts. So the very first thing we want to do is get a list of the key accounts you would like to close this year. And then we're going to build a video strategy to try and win some of those. And the way that I suggest we do this is really focus on one client. Ideally, there's lots of other clients like that person. But if we can focus on communicating with one person, our communication's going to be much better. Let me just sketch a few things down so we know what we're talking about. So that's the wrong one. There we go. Look, so what we're talking about is a B2B video marketing. There we go. So that's what we're up to, and it's going to be in 3 phases. It's going to be attract, engage, convert. And what we're going to be doing for the rest of this session is really going through the strategy of how we're going to attract the right people, how we're going to engage them, and how we're going to convert them. Very, very focused, no wasting marketing effort anywhere else. So let's just have a look at this. So in terms of attracting, for B2B, we're going to use LinkedIn video ads. Okay, so the great thing about LinkedIn video ads is you can get a video to exactly the right person. So you can make a video that only a project manager in this type of company, in this type of place, with this many employees will see. So you know exactly who that video is going to. And when I say LinkedIn video advertising, I'm not talking about making a video and then just putting it on your personal profile or your company profile. I'm talking about getting to people you're not connected with, because that's what you want to do. You want to attract new businesses into your sales funnel. Basically, we're building a marketing funnel, and it goes from the funnel into the pipeline, the sales pipeline. So you'll get a good idea all the way through of what's working, what's not working. So once we've got LinkedIn video ads, those video ads are going to take you from LinkedIn. So you click on, there's a little call to action button on there. We'll have a look at this in a minute. There's a little call to action button on there, and then it takes you to a landing page. Now that landing page isn't just your website. This is a landing page made specifically for that project manager and this type of company with this type of problem. So let's just have a look at that. So we're going to, on the engage phase, we're going to use a landing page on your website, and probably nobody will be able to find this landing page other than through this LinkedIn video advert. So you know from your Google Analytics, anybody on this page has come from here. And the only people that will come from here are the people that you really, really want as clients, because they're the only people you've paid to get the advert in front of. So on the landing page, will be an embedded YouTube video. It could be a different video player, but let's keep it simple. YouTube's the easiest one. And this is going to be a 2 to 3 minute video that's going to outline problem, solution, benefits. And it's going to be talking very specifically about a problem you know the person that you've targeted here has got. And then from there, the end of this video, or somewhere on the landing page, will be a call to action. So call to action is always really important in any marketing. Call to action, which is going to take us to the convert phase, which is going to be a live video presentation, which is pretty much what we're doing now. So this type of thing, you want to get your prospects into this type of environment. If you can get them face to face, that's great. Obviously, we're in a COVID situation. So what we've got to think about is in the convert stage is doing something like what we're doing now. Now you can see it's very simple. I've got 3 screens that I can show you. I can talk to you there. You can see what I'm writing here. And then also you can see what's going on my screen. So we can talk about 3 different things. And I'm just doing that with a fairly cheap video switcher, which if you wanted to invest in something like that, you could do. So what's the next stage? So in terms of, that's the overarching strategy. And this is going to win us clients. It's going to win us exactly the right type of client, because the only people that will see the video in the first place on LinkedIn will be the people we want to advertise to. That's the great thing about LinkedIn video advertising. So how do we communicate effectively with those people with video? Well, let's just go back to the drawing board, as it were, and we're going to use the problem, solution, benefits, which is a well tried and tested sales process. And this is where we're going to this is the communication strategy part of this. So when we're producing the LinkedIn videos, we're going to really identify with a problem that we know the prospect has. But we're not going to start with LinkedIn. We're going to start in the middle, in this part here, the engage, because this is where we're going to do most of our communications planning, because this is our pitch. This is what gets us from a cold call, effectively, which isn't completely cold, because at least we know who we're talking to, and we can have a good guess that they want our solution. So it takes us from here to here. But this is the pitch, and then this is really the sales piece, which really most of this we'll leave to the sales team, and it's just a little bit about the video tools that the sales team will use. But this is selling. This is an online pitch, and this is where we're going to do most of our communication strategy. So we're going to make a video, problem, solution, benefits. Why are we going to do it in that order? Well, a lot of corporate videos start off with XYZ company has been making drill bits since 1983. We are located in blah, 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 blah. And the trouble with those kind of videos, it's all about you, not your client's problem. And the unfortunate thing about being in business is nobody cares about your business. Your best customers don't care about your business. Your staff don't care about your business. Even your investors don't care about your business. They care about the value your business brings to them. So from a customer point of view, different customers have very different value that they get, even though the solution might be exactly the same. So rather than talking about your solution first, you have to talk about their problem, because it's their problem that creates the value that your solution delivers. So rather than saying XYZ company makes drill bits, you have to be looking at, well, what do the people that want drill bits want? Now, I'm using drill bits as the example because it's the old business maxim, isn't there? People don't want a 1/4-inch drill bit, they want a 1/4-inch hole. But I said that doesn't go nearly far enough, because there's those people that want 6 1/4-inch holes once every 5 years when they put their shelves up. So they're going to drill 6 holes, push the raw plugs in, put the shelves up, screw them in. That's it. That's all they want. They don't want more than that. And that's very much a B2C type of sale, which we're not going to go into. But somebody else that might want lots of 1/4-inch holes might be a production line that want 20,000 1/4-inch holes every day. Now, although you might be selling exactly the same product to them, the value those two customers perceive is totally different. The way they buy is going to be totally different, and the benefits they get are going to be totally different. So that's why we're going to start with the problem, not the solution. It can work. You can make a nice video, an engaging video that's all about your business, but most of the time at the end of the video, people will say, that's a nice video, rather than that's a great company or that's a great solution. So let's for this, we're being very, very focused. We know exactly who we're talking to, and these are the people that we found on LinkedIn, and we do some analysis and work out what is the problem they are likely to have. So we can do some of this in the chat. You can throw something through some of your potential prospects at me, and then we can talk through some of this perhaps. This part then, so LinkedIn video adverts. I haven't really got time to go through the whole thing, but what we can do is we can target an audience by job title, geography, where are they? So if you only want to work for businesses within 50 miles of your business, you can do that. If you only need to get hold of project managers or engineers, you can do that, or managing directors, obviously a bit of competition for those kind of jobs. Sector, so industry. So it might be you want to work for people in energy and you want to work with them in the Midlands, and you want them to be chief technology officer because you've got a solution that's going to solve those. And you want businesses, you don't want a one-man band, you want somebody, and you're not going to deal with a massive enterprise, you want a business that's got 20 to 1,000 employees. And you can even list companies. So company, you still see that? Let me move that. Company A, company B, company C. So you can put a list of companies in there, and these are the only businesses which will see the advert. Now, the great thing about this is nobody, apart from your prospect, will actually see the advert. So if you're doing something, you want to maintain a competitive advantage, you don't want to tell your competition that you've got this, only the people that you put on LinkedIn are ever going to see it. So let me just show you that briefly. So this is where you find this up here. Marketing solutions. There we go. Marketing solutions. Here we go. So this is where you go. I don't know if did you see that? So from there, marketing solutions. I haven't got time to go through the whole thing, but basically you create an ad. These are some of the ads that I've already done. So that's on hold. So you just basically, you won't see all of these. You'll just go create account, David's account. You do it in pounds. Like I said, I haven't got time in this session to go through it all, but it's something we could do another time. Some company, blah, 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 blah. And basically you go through this process all the way through until you create an ad. And it's in this ads piece here where you start to do your targeting of who you want to do it. Now, the other thing you can do, let me just do this, is it gives you ways of doing options on ads. So you can have ad 1, ad 2, and these are all little videos. They're only going to be ad 3. They're only going to be what, 10 to 15 seconds long. And what we're going to do here on these adverts is have the video. Let's talk about the structure of it, what it might be. So on screen. So have you seen these video ads? You probably have. Let me just go back to LinkedIn just a second. Here we go. Look, let's see if I can find somebody. What's this? Oh, here we go. When you advertise in a positive environment, 4 in 10 people agree they're more likely to remember your brand, feel positive, blah, blah, blah. It pays to be positive. Okay. What's my problem? So this is again, it's an example of an advert. It's a video advert. Is it eye-catching? Well, there's nothing that resonates with me. There's no problem that I've got that I'm communicating with, but we've got text. And so you're starting to get the idea of, you create a video. This is obviously very short. It's 10 seconds long. It's a few images of the client's, of the prospect's problem, and a bit of text. And all you want them to do is go, and this button here. They click on that button, and then that takes you to the landing page. So let's just talk about how you might do this better on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn video ad. Video ad. Okay, so this is the feed. The video comes in here, and then that first picture, you're scrolling, first picture, and it is a picture of your industry. So say it's a law firm you want to hit, you've got a picture, and it's somebody who's in a law firm and they're chatting about legal stuff. And the text that goes with this over the top, I've kind of written on it so you can't see that very well, but if you're ... and then describe your customer. If you're a law firm in Lincoln and you've got a picture of a law firm and you're saying Lincoln in big, law firm and Lincoln in big letters on the front of the first frame of the video, then people will watch the next frame of the video at least. And on the next frame of the video, you put a caption that makes some sort of offer that intrigues them enough to click on the find out more. So the call to action, get them off the LinkedIn and get them onto your web page as soon as possible. And that's a key thing. You want people off LinkedIn and onto your landing page as soon as possible, because, well, there's lots of reasons, and we'll talk about that now. So hopefully I've explained a little bit about how the LinkedIn video advertising might work to get you to the landing page. And then you have a landing page on here on your website. So this is your website, and it's a landing page. So that's your company logo. And on here, there's a title, and the title, you need to think about this title. This is you surmising problem solution in a title. So this is the title here. And then we're going to stick that video here, video that we've made for them, that's 2 to 3 minutes long. You could potentially make this autoplay. It can be really annoying if that happens sometimes, but it is a way of getting people to know that this is the video that's going to instantly is the thing that we want them to look at. So under the title, put the video, and then under here, then you can add some of your text that's a bit more information. And we need a good call to action here, don't we? Put a call to action, C2A, call to action there, which is a nice button. And if people aren't taking the call to action, then you're basically trying to find out what else they want, and you could give them other. So C2A2 might be a button further down that's they've not clicked here, but maybe they're interested in a report or something like that. So there's a few options to get them. So this is where we're going to put this 2 to 3 minute video, and the call to action will take us to the convert. Now, the other great thing about getting people from LinkedIn, there's LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, let's call this LinkedIn. From LinkedIn ads, and there's the call to action, C2A, is it's quite expensive, relatively speaking. You might be paying £3 per click. So every time somebody clicks, you only pay for the adverts if somebody clicks, but you might be paying £3 per click. Now that's much more expensive than some advertising, but you'll know you're getting to exactly the right person. So it's not wasted. If you imagine £3 to get in front of your ideal prospect, it's less money than having to drive to them or produce a leaflet specifically for them. But once they're onto your landing page, this is where they pick up let me move that, tracking cookies. So these are Google, LinkedIn, I mean, maybe Facebook. I wouldn't do B2B selling on Facebook because I think you're just going to annoy people. But this means that even if they don't respond to this call to action here, they will have the option next time. So your ideal prospects come here, they've seen your video, they've not responded to the call to action yet. So you know you've missed somehow. This video's either missed or they just need a bit more encouragement. So 2 days later, they go to the Times. newspaper, and they click on an article there, and it's a headline of the article, blah, 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 text, 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 text. And then there's a little video advert here for your company. And there it is. It's just kind of popped up. And you can choose, once they've picked up this Google tracking code, you can then target them with video ads. These are banner ads. It doesn't have to be too intrusive, but just keeps your brand in mind. So that's one place you can target them again. The next time they go on LinkedIn, so they go to LinkedIn, and they've got their normal content. They've got your advert that came up before, but this time you've got another chance. So this is your video ad once again, but it's a different, have another different go, different variation of the video. But even better, because the thing about being on social media is nobody's on here really to consume content. Everyone's just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. And you want to get them off the platform as soon as possible. But the best place is when you go to YouTube. Let's just go to YouTube now. Here we go, YouTube up here. So let's go YouTube home. I click on any old video. Here we go. It's at the top. And here we got, is this advert. So let's just talk about that. We've gone to YouTube. We've clicked on any video. We've been played an advert. If I've picked up your tracking code already, and the only way I could have got that tracking code is because I saw your LinkedIn advert. So you know I'm your key prospect. I've been on your landing page, so I'm interested. When I go to YouTube to watch anything, your video becomes the 5 seconds. And the very valuable thing about the 5 seconds at the beginning of YouTube video is there's audio on there straight away, and people are in video watching mode. And you don't have to be making an incredibly good video if you're talking very carefully to your prospect in those 5 seconds to say, hey, you're a law firm in Lincoln. Why don't you find out how one of your competitors saved £30,000 a year by doing X, Y, and Z? And then off we go into the advert. And the great thing about YouTube adverts is you don't pay until either somebody clicks on a call to action, which takes them back to a landing page. You get another attempt to convert them, or they get through 30 seconds of your video ad, and it could be 10 minutes long. If it's interesting enough, you know they're the right person, you can be 10 minutes long. You can explain the whole process in detail. You can sell rather than just advertise to them on YouTube. So you pay if they go past 30 seconds or they watch to the end or they click on the call to action. So that's really, really cheap advertising, and it's really powerful. So if you can get people off LinkedIn onto a landing page and then catch them again on YouTube, that's a great place to advertise to anybody. It's such an engaging platform. Let's just talk about convert then. So in terms of convert, so what we've done so far, we've used LinkedIn to attract. And that's taken us to landing page with an embedded YouTube video to engage. We've communicated to these people, we understand your problem. We've got a solution and you've got some benefits. So now at the back of that video, you want them to convert and using video just to provide a complete sales cycle using video, online video. Let's talk about this. I mean, this could be face-to-face, could be a sales call, but because we're talking about a COVID environment where it's difficult to get face-to-face, then let's just close that circle off with using video to do the convert bit as well. And really, I mean, this is very much into your area. It's just really getting your sales team onto a Zoom call or a Microsoft Teams call or a Google Meet, whatever it is. But what I'm saying is just have a bit of a think about how you present. I mean, I've got my earpiece hanging out now, but so you could set up a setup like this. So rather than looking at the screen, I'm looking at the camera. There's ways to improve that. Think about the lighting. I've got a microphone on, you can hear that. So just get everything out of the way of the guys and girls that are going to do the sales pitch. so that they can pitch effectively, rehearse your pitch, know what you're going to be talking about. But a lot of it is about listening, obviously. And then maybe just have a thought of, just do that rehearsal of how you're going to bring in PowerPoint slides or maybe pre-recorded video. I mean, that's quite a nice thing to be able to do is, hi, really nice to meet you. Thanks for coming along to the meeting. You know, do you want to have a look around our facility? I know you can't do that at the moment, but here's a bit of video, and you just play a bit of video in that's stored on your laptop that shows them your facilities, and maybe it's a chat with a managing director explaining, yeah, you know, these are things to do. This is what's important to us. But once we're into that convert phase, it's really just using video as a way, like in all the phases. Don't let the medium get in the way of the communication. So focus on the communication. And if you need any help with any of those stages, or want to get in that convert stage, how to think about lighting like I've got, and a microphone, and talking to camera rather than staring at the screen and not looking at somebody in the eye, then we can work through all of those, get the technology out the way so you can communicate effectively.